Fuck it.
Uh,
Oh, we're live. Hopefully, I just got the come on after that comment. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Slotcast, Sunday Slotcast sessions with me, Pete Brown, slightly sweating, and super guest Rahul for the Christmas edition. Yes, Rahul, how you doing, my friend?
oh, I just saw you do some sign language, so yeah, it's great.
It was some sign language, everyone, at my computer because my microphone wasn't working. And then I realized it's because I had it on mute.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Anyway, so good morning and welcome to Sunday Slotcast Sessions for the Christmas Eve edition. Festive as we go, because this is our last day, as Slotar said yesterday, to get some Christmas shopping done. So I won't keep you too long today. I was having a bit of a mare with the tech, and I saw Rahul in the lobby, and I was just like, oh, brilliant, I'll bring him on. It will cover me being slightly late to the show. They'll be like, oh, that's why he was late. He was waiting for Rahul.
Yeah. They know I was here because I was been on the chat, so...
It wasn't, but Rahul, really, excitingly, I wasn't late this morning. I was late because of tech. But I was up late last night, brother. I was redesigning this space for the new year.
Nice.
I was supposed to be doing it through this week ahead of next week's show. But you know, when you start something and then you get that like, oh, I can just do that bit before I go to bed, or actually, let me just tidy this away so it's neat in the morning when I do my show. I could just do that little bit there. And hang on a second, and it's 10 to 1. I'm going to bed. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And everything is in disarray down here, I tell you. It's like someone's launched a grenade in there. Grenade! Excellent. So what can we expect on today's show? I don't know. I didn't think it would be this busy, Rahul, because obviously it's Christmas Eve. And I thought everyone would be down the car park queuing up, waiting to buy what's left. Or is that just Slotar? I don't know. Anyway, he can take it today because he subjected us to 23 days of Mrs. Slotar's jokes, which I think would be brilliant. I need no encouragement. So what did you get up to so far this weekend, Rahul?
Well, it's kind of Saturday night still, so I haven't got to Sunday yet, Pete.
At the movies.
Yeah, you're on Sunday. I'm still on Saturday.
I know.
I'm still on Saturday night. So, what did I get to this weekend? Nothing much. I mean, just hanging out with family, spending some time with my daughter.
Your live stream yesterday, that was cool. Tell us about that, because you planned a video, but actually just went impromptu.
Yeah, so I'd already recorded, or actually what happened was this morning I woke up, I had this, I'd already planned out this video, but I was writing my script down. I was going through like each point that I normally do. And then my daughter was watching me. So I watched back my 10 top cars for 2022. I was watching that video. I just wanted to see what I did, what the style was. And she sat down and she rolled over and she started watching me. And then I got sidetracked because Show Me Slot Cars released his video. So I started watching that.
I watched that this morning.
And then
top 5 things for next year.
Yeah. So, and she's like, can I make a comment on his video? And I was like, yeah. She's like, I'll do it at the end. So when he had finished, she's like, that was a good video, but very much like a presentation. And then I was like, well, what do you think about mine? And I put mine back on.
Kids can be so cutting, can't they?
Yeah, so I put mine back on. And she's like, yeah, more of the same. But mine has like the movie. So my video starts off with shots of the cars that I had taken in like photography of cars in motion, right? But I have them like timed to the beat. And she's like, that's cool, but if they were moving, it would be better. So at the end of my video, I have them moving. She's like, so this should go first. And so she was giving me direction. So I'm like, you're a smart ass. So I was like, okay, well,
she watches this show, right?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. No, so I was like, "How about you? You help me out with my, I'm gonna record this new video." And she's like, "Well, are you doing it live?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Well, if you do it live, I'll come on with you." And that was it. So I was sold. So I said, "Okay, well, you got to tell me top 10 highlights that you want to present, and I'll jump and we'll do a live stream." And within an hour and a half, we're live. So that's it. That's how it happened.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was really good. And good to get the confidence up for the kids, chatting about. You had a good turnout for it as well, considering it was impromptu off the cuff.
Yeah,
So that was
just an
quite
hour and
cool.
a half, and people like
Yeah.
lots, like normal. We get a lot of support. So yeah,
Well, I was banging
awesome.
a hammer and sawing stuff and drilling things in here, like the mad, DIYer. And it was just a perfect tonic. I was like, oh, Roll's on live. I missed that one. And he was still on live. I think I come in at number
Yeah, you
8.
came in on yours.
And literally, a number 7 or number 6 was collaboration on here.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
brilliant. So anyway, right, Rahul, we got to do some chat because,
Yes.
like, literally everyone's been in here since you started it off at 6:55.
I
Oh,
think
mate, I
the
tell you.
finger beat me to it. So
Yeah, well, he's not happy. Look, he's right here.
there you go. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Good morning, Rob. How you doing? Good morning. And it's one for Daz. Good morning, Daz. Got a little video of yours to play in a bit. Don't worry, it's the clean one. The fingers. Tell you what, right? Hang on. Well, just before we, yeah, yeah. Let's do this before we catch up with the chat. I was thinking of running through the chat till 7:30 in the chat and then doing this, but let's address this now. I tell you what, Rahul, you might be onto something with the Avengers live stream last Monday, the R-rated or 18 plus, as we call it here in the UK, because it just brought everyone out of themselves. All the how I know these people. I saw it on screen for a change. It was good. Like you give, like George. I know George can handle this. Is George? You're giving George some stick. Come on, George, just answer the question. And all piling onto him, like giving him proper banter with the language and everything. And he's like, "Oh man, I got to do something here." It was brilliant, absolute genius. And it's nice to see Shotgun Dave just relaxed for a change, rather than on DEFCON 5 in case he slips up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was a good last live stream. I think everyone had fun. Boone
It was
was
really good.
Boone was especially fun to have on. Yeah,
I'll be
actually,
honest,
I
I've still not finished it.
really.
No, I've got, because I want to sit there and actually digest it and watch, because I like watching, not only listening to it, but I like watching people's mannerisms and stuff. So the bit where, and I'm so glad you did this, and sorry, Danny, but your typing is literally archaic. And so you all started to literally rip the proverbial out of him for his like, da, 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 da. You're like, what are you doing over there, man? It's like the aliens are invading.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So it's just nice to see that like real boy banter going on in there.
So anyway, I was on chat with Boone tonight, and he said, "Tell Pete I say hi." He said he's never
Yes,
met you,
Boone.
and he wants to. Yeah, so I said we should do meet and greet at some point because yeah, you two would get on. So
Yeah,
anyway,
he's a good guy. I like him. He's
he
just
is.
laid back, wears his heart on his sleeve,
That's
and
right.
that's just how he is.
Yeah, great
So,
friend.
but yeah, just wanted to highlight that. And if no one's said, we'll talk about it a bit more later. Let's get in the chat. That's what we're here for. That's what I do every week. I turn up, I open the door, let everyone in. I could actually probably drift off, go and make a coffee, come back, and no one would notice. I'll tell you what, read out some chat for a second while I just do some housekeeping. We're carry on from Mark Patch. Good morning, Mark.
Yeah, we got Mark. We got DG Raceway here.
Dick, yes.
Yeah, Dick is here. We got. Well, we said Rob already, so you got him. What else do we have? So many people. Mark Patch. We got Hey, what's this? Cool vibes. Let's go. Bo is in the house as well from Germany. What's up, Bo?
Right then, I'm back with you now.
Hey, Sladar is here. How are you, Sladar? I wasn't able to send you any jokes because I don't have any. So couldn't help you out there.
I'll tell you the one I sent to him if I was allowed to ruin it, but I've met Mrs. Slotar, so I'm not going to ruin her joke sessions.
Yeah. Hey, we got Harry from Latvia. How are you, Harry?
Oh, there you go. Is this where we're up to?
Yeah, we're down under that. So you got, yeah, there you go. You caught up.
Yeah, I'll just turn that rock music off. That's way too much for this time of the day. Yeah. Okay, so we got Bo, got Dick, got Harry, got Dave, the rave. Good morning, Carl. How you doing, mate? Good on ya. I can just see him answering the telly. Yes, I'm Pete.
Yeah, it's not all right. 10 to 1 is not late. It's only late for Pete.
All right, that's it, Harry. What do you mean I'm always late? I'll teach you. I've still got those pictures of you.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, Nathan. How you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. Go on, roll. It's on the screen.
Oh, John D, what's up? How are you? Melbourne. Yeah. 6 hours till Christmas.
Get in there. It's worth being Australian right now. 6 minutes. Good morning. Tony is in the house. The inventor, the creator of the sign. Love that sign. So in the new look then, as you'll see next week for the final Sunday Slotcast sessions of the year, New Year's Eve, the big one, I expect no one in the session because you should all be resting up ahead of the mammoth night that lays ahead of us, doing whatever you do to have fun. That is going to be sick. So Tony, thanks for the sign. Awesome work, my friend. Go for it, Rahul.
And we got, well, you got to put it up on the screen because I don't know where you're reading. There we go. Paul Sharp, how are you? Thank you for putting that up there, Pete.
That's all right. Good morning, Pat. How you doing? And
Pat's in the house.
Colin.
Hey, Colin Bird, how are you?
That's it. I'm going to chuck them up on the screen, Rahul.
Yeah, you chuck them up because I don't know where you're pointing.
Yes. David Volk is in the house. Dave is scenery black belt 5th Dan, I tell you.
Yeah. Then him and Boone should get together.
Oh my god.
And then make a
Lord.
10th Dan.
That would be immense. Like you could put them in a room and you'd have to put in some ration packs and some water because you know they're not going to see the light of day or smell air for about a week.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. But nice to have your company, Dave. You're the man. So just working down. I think we're caught up. Hey, the two Ronnies.
Is Jill live though? I don't know.
Jill live. Call him Carl.
Call him Carl. Okay, Carl. There you go.
Yeah, Genevieve.
Hey, look who it is. It's one of those Scalextric magnetic guys.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who it is. Is it Ian or is it Doug or is it both?
This one is gonna be Ian.
Oh, yeah.
And just because they're on, I've got my decoy flare. I knew one of them would turn up. Follow the double track lights. Follow it off the screen to Rahul. Rahul, if you had a double track light, look, I could go like this, and you could go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and get one. Because that's gonna be genius.
You know where? I don't have any assembled yet, Pete.
We'll go and get a grandstand because that'd even be even funnier. Do you remember The Fly, the movie where he goes in and comes out as a fly?
Yeah.
I could pass you this, and then you could pull out some kind of like Dunlop bridge. Go, I think our machine's broken. Oh, that would be great, Telly. That would.
Yeah, we'll save these for later.
How do I know it's you? Because Doug comes on and goes, "Hello everyone, it's Doug here." You're much cooler.
There you go.
I love it. But yeah, I've got some stuff for us to have a look at this morning, Rahul.
All right.
Mate, I tell you, I'm so excited for Christmas. I'm literally the original big kid.
Oh, was Santa kind to you?
Well, I hope so, because Santa has already told me what he's getting, and he said that he's issued that list to everyone that I know as well. So hopefully, between them all, they can collaborate and give it to Santa to drop down the chimney later. I don't know. I'm just excited because I have to make mince pies and then leave one out, and then like I don't know who eats it, but someone eats it in the night. They tell me it's Santa, but I'm not sure because he looks like he's had a skinful. I reckon it could be one of the elves, or it could be maybe even one of the reindeer. You got to watch them. You know, we say you got to watch the badgers over here. You got to watch the reindeer around this time of year. Actually, have you got a Santa Tracker app?
My sister probably does. She's like all into this stuff.
Hold on. Look who's just snuck in under the radar.
I know.
Travis has just had his roast dinner and he's getting ready for Christmas.
He's doing it. He's going to the Christmas gym. That's what he's doing first.
You and I are going to Christmas market for our workout. Travis got the other one in mind. Come on, Trav. I love you like a brother, man. Great video the other day on your mentalist behavior. And I saw the pictures of let's just call it, I don't know, we got to think it's not a slot shed, is it really? I mean, Lee's slot cars and Dave slot R has got a slot shed. Like, I've got a slot garage.
We should call it the slot bunker.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, like a aircraft hangar sort of bunker.
That's right. Yeah, or the hangar. Yeah, that's right. You can call it the hangar too, because that's not a shed. That's a hangar.
What's George call his place? We don't want to cross calling.
Well, George has two things. He has Area 51 Speedway and Area 51 Raceway. So.
Okay.
Or it's Hangar 1.
Travis is hanging in his hangar.
There you go. Slot hangar.
He's drunk after New Year's Eve. I love it. Ian, I think Ian loves Christmas too. He just comes across as the sort who gets it. And Dave, let's not face it. Look, let's face it. You got a kid now. Which me and Raul is endless source of fun. Hey, Dave, I love it like a brother. And Rowan, you've got lucky with Rowan being like chilled out and laid back and, sleeping through the night and not doing what we call you'll get this terminology. It's called a poonami. And a poonami, I never realized. I only found out this word recently. But when the baby does a turd and it explodes out the nappy, up their back, round their armpits, in everywhere, that's known as a poonami. It's an actual.
You sure this is a Christmas Eve show? Are you sure
that's
it's
all
a
right.
Christmas Eve show you're just talking about?
Yeah, we're talking poonamis. But that's what we get here. You never know what you're going to get. And since one of our fellow brethren here has just dropped a kid at at his ripe old mature age. I love it. Oh, it's genius. I love you so much, Dave. You're such a role model.
This could explain Mrs. Slot R's jokes.
She's been subjected to Dave for so many years.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, hang on a second. It's unfair, right, us to talk of him like this. So 1 second.
You're going to send him a link?
I'm going to send him a link.
Yeah, I think bring him on.
We should invite him on, yeah.
Yeah. I want to, as long as he comes on with his Black Santa hat.
Yeah, we should have a cameo from Rowan as well.
Yeah.
Black Santa hat.
Yeah.
He's scrambling to go and get that now.
If he's in a slot shed, he's not leaving.
So why is face ache so complicated these days? Right, there you go, Davey boy. in Messenger. If you want to join us and have a chat with us, you are more than welcome to join us. It's all fun. Oh, hello. Pixels and Bugs have just turned up. Good morning.
I like the name, Pixels and Bugs.
Yeah, it's like fantasy kind of mystical sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Travis is getting a good beating. Travis, legend. Travis, Merry Christmas. Travis, Merry Christmas. So, yeah, Merry Christmas, Trav. Well done. Slot Hanger. He's come in with the name. This is official. Hold on a second. I just jotted up here. Right, we've got it. It's okay. I can write on the wall, everyone. Because as part of the makeover, yeah! Just chuck that out of screen. Tell you, you don't know what's going on over there somewhere. It's kicking off.
There's a new Pete coming on.
It's the side of the set you've never seen.
All right,
So,
cool.
Next week, all will be revealed. No pressure for me to get it done now.
Yeah. Pete will come on with toothpicks in his eyes and be like, yeah, I've been working all night.
I felt like I did last night. I was up like literally, I could just do that. It's so. Dave's already had the experience. He's already done it. Slot Hanger. I think a name has been formed.
Yeah.
What's this say here from Dick?
We have man caves in the Oz, and you're allowed to put whatever you like in it. There you go.
Wow, I'd love that kind of freedom.
Yeah.
So just catching up here. Just make sure no one snuck in without a hello.
Darren says some of them have seen the set already.
Hey?
You got a dancing screen going on. Moving
I
back
have.
and forth. Well, yeah, you shifted yourself around a couple of times. There you go.
Is that good?
That's normal. Yeah, we're good. Hey, look at that little Christmas
You mean
tree
like
there.
this?
Yeah, look at us. We're doing dancing around. What are you doing?
To the left, to the right, shake it up. What do you expect? This is the Sunday Slot Car Sessions with me, Pete Brown, my special co-host for the day, the penultimate show of the year, Rahul from Conquest Racing Club. If you're enjoying what you see today, please smash that like button for us. It's Christmas Eve. We'll give Daz Hall the day off, a well-earned day off, but I expect you here next week, Daz, smashing up the like monitor. Also, if you're kind of enjoying what you see and your first time in, if you're watching but you're not subscribed, you're one of the many silent masses, subscribe up, hit the bell button. Cowbell, I'm not doing a video, don't panic, but Dan, Cowbell is coming in as a permanent fixture in the new year. Genius.
You bought a cowbell?
A cowbell, I say.
Did you buy one? Did you bring one in?
No. No. Would I buy anything that's noisy and makes a bloody god awful racket? It might irritate people. No, not at all. Damn, it's a new feature all. Oh, I love it. Right, let's get over here. Here we go.
Okay.
Hang on, I've just got a cough.
Yeah. Let's play tennis again. What is this? What's going on?
There we go. Right, here we go. So, top of the tree, track fans of the younger variety. So we'll take one in a turn. We'll read top left, across to the right. So me. Yeah. Right, so you'll flick up the chart. So I'll go first. So you're going to read Wilf when it's your turn, all right? So, Albert, good morning.
What's up, Wilf?
Hey, Rowan.
Sasha.
Yes, calling to Ruben. Good morning.
Isabella.
Followed by Cameron.
Charlotte.
Is in the young track fans along with Lewis.
And then we got George.
Yeah, George. Where are you, George? And where's Lionel? Come on, Lionel. Hello, Leighton.
Hello, Jacob.
And Elliot.
And there's another Jacob.
Oh,
you mess that one up?
Yeah. Anyway, well done, young track fans. It's Christmas. It's the time we've all been waiting for. Have you been good? That is the big question.
I got really scared there, Pete.
I didn't mean
have
to
you been
scare
good? Have you been good? Did you?
Have you been good? Really? Because if you haven't, Slot Car Wildman will be looking out for you.
Yeah, where is he? He's not here tonight.
Oh, it's the middle of the night, man. I don't expect anything from people over the pub. I mean, in fact, you're here, and it's like middle of the night is incredible. Well done, you.
Slackers. Hey, I think somebody snuck in.
If I was to do my live stream at, say, 7 p.m. on a Sunday evening, well, I wouldn't do it because you've missed the kid.
Somebody snuck in, Pete.
Somebody snuck in?
Yeah, somebody snuck in.
Oh, yeah. All right, hang on a second.
Not that guy. Oh, Pete, don't tell me I have to do this.
You do.
Go. Look who's this guy.
All right, Davey boy.
You have no idea how far
Christmas.
off unprepared I was. I had to set a camera up and switch some lights on and everything.
I love it. Brilliant, my
Hello,
friend.
everyone.
How you doing,
Happy
Dave?
Christmas.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Just about.
Good to see you, bud. Hey,
So,
thank you for filling our Christmas season with all those advent calendars. It's been a blast.
If I ever come up with the idea of doing 24 videos in 24 days again, tell me not to.
So I'll tell you the exact words you told me to say.
No, you can't say that.
No. I'll be cancelled.
Okay,
Brilliant,
I think you should do 365 days of jokes.
Oh, I don't think I could put up with that many of her jokes.
Oh, that's all right. You can open it up to the wider audience.
I only want the ones
Pete's
where you
got
play
a
the
joke
flute
book,
at
hasn't
the
he?
end.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, Dave. I need you to play. I only need to hear the ones where you play the flute at the end.
Oh, the kazoo?
Yeah. Every time you bring it out, I'm like, oh no, here we go again.
There is more kazoo in the planned video for tomorrow.
Oh no.
All right.
Here we go. I should make my
today's video. Yeah, there's going to be some in today's video as well.
Nice. I'm gonna let my daughter watch, and she can comment and critique. She's got good at that. So awesome.
I'll tell you what. There's some
What
right
are you
crackers in
doing?
here. I'm trying to find a
studying?
joke that's clean enough to say, but oh, here you go. Did you hear about the man who poisoned his blonde girlfriend with a razor blade? He gave her arsenic.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
You just threw that out the window.
Oh, dear, really?
I know exactly right. Oh, hang on. I've lost us. There we are. Anyway, there it is. I've got the man, the myth, the legend on the screen with his slides. And it's up to date as of yesterday.
Hang on, look. The final countdown. Wait a minute.
Da-na-na-na. Have you got the coffee? Brilliant. We got it live. The kazoo. Oh, I love it. Hang on. Someone's just put in a timeline here. Oh, yeah. 5 hours to Christmas for John D. And he can open up his BRM Golf McLarens he bought for himself. Fantastic. But I tell you, you've well earned your Christmas presents, Dave, for all the work you've done especially this month, because when you said about it, I thought to myself, that's a tall ask, because I'd said I'd do a shorter day in October or November. I can't remember which it was, Rahul or no. So I'm going to do a short every day. And that night killed me. So to do a 5-minute video every day for a month, fair play to you, mate. Hat off.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't. But you're the man.
I did 10 videos in 10 days and I had enough. So good on you.
Yeah,
The real
you've got the
problem
right
was the day
stuff.
that all of my daily schedule got completely out of whack, and I had to do one of them the night before it was due to go out at about midnight. So there I am at midnight drinking really strong coffee.
Having the Ethiopian. Was that what was the 5-star one? It was the Ethiopian.
It was the Brazil one, was the one that sent me into Chipmunk Pete.
Brilliant. That was hilarious. That was. Do like a bit of banter between us. You know, it's nothing. You got to be a bit thick-skinned, you know, because it's pointless. Life's too short, man. See the joke in the joke. That's what I say.
Oh yeah.
But no, thanks for bringing those, Dave, because it took some effort,
Yeah.
some real effort, and I appreciate it. That was good. And then talking
my
about, we
God.
touched on it earlier. Dave, did you see this from did you watch this live, Dave?
I didn't watch it live, unfortunately, but I did watch everybody get quite sweary.
See, I've got to the. I'll tell you where I am.
Shotgun Dave has got a potty mouth, hasn't he?
Yeah, he
What?
does like to.
Yeah. When I was younger, they would be like, if you say any of those bad words, you're gonna put a spoonful of chili powder in your mouth. Or Shotgun Dave, he's not gonna last. But it was hilarious. It was fun. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all wants to know what my favourite coffee was. Well, actually, my favourite coffee is tomorrow's coffee that I haven't had yet because it's a Blue Mountain.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah, well, it's a Kenya Blue Mountain. Jamaica Blue Mountain is supposed to be the best coffee in the world.
Jamaica Blue Mountain.
He's writing stuff down. Well,
My
I come
birthday in
from
a week.
Kenya, so thank you. Enjoy
It's
your
not cheap,
Kenyan.
Pete.
I'm not buying it.
Oh, fair.
I'll probably get someone who will just steam the label off of the old Red Mountain from Aldi, the budget shop, and like put a printout on there. I got a feeling Mag Racing would do that. Right, I've got it written down. That's gonna be good. So yeah, I've just checked while you were chatting there of where I'm up to on this live stream in particular. And where's Dave gone?
He's gone big. He's gone small. I don't know
Oh,
what you're doing.
I
He's
just don't know what I'm
dancing
doing.
around.
do I?
There we go.
No, I'm just leaving it here. I'm just
Yeah.
leaving it here. I've got about 45 minutes left to watch. Now, what I've noticed through watching it so far is that the swearing has now started to become in your mindset acceptable on the show. So people are starting to get a little bit more relaxed with it. Dave started to say, run there, out of his cars and stuff, you know.
Well,
and,
I mean, I did open it up in a very festive Christmas poem. I mean, we did open it up properly, Pete.
So
What the hell is
You know.
this? What's wrong with this picture? Why do you have the hat covering my eyes like?
because you're super cool, brother.
Oh yeah.
And you wear your cap so low.
I need you to put
your
shades
cap
on
line
that.
is here by your cheeks. You and Boone.
Oh, look at Boone.
I know.
No, Danny's the best though. Look at Danny. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I tell you what, right? It's only recently that I've actually discovered, and you're going to laugh at this, is there's this thing I can put in and it removes the background from images.
Yep.
I've been having so much fun with that in the last 3 weeks that I knew how I could do that. I know it's been around forever, you know, putting someone's face on a donkey or something. But for me, it's brand new. So I've been like literally sending pictures to everyone I know at work with their face on all sorts of stuff. It's just legendary. So if I'd had more time yesterday, you might have had some other stuff on your head, like a pterodactyl or something.
Yeah, Rahul, wait till Pete works out what a green screen is.
I know.
No, I figured it out, but I forgot how to use it. If you look at when I wired a socket to my wood track, wired any controller to my track, the opening scene is green screen with the track behind me. But the problem with it is I'm too animated for it. I go like this all the time. So really, ideally, I need to sit on my hands.
I don't know.
So I don't
think
have to
ideally
follow
you
it.
need a straight jacket.
Yeah, I'm in position, ready. Look.
Yeah, it's just, hey Pete, yes.
Just parting. Can you put that tin of beans in my trolley for us, mate? Nice one. Down the supermarket.
You have to do this thing with your fingers.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I think we're getting some kudos here for your thingies, mate. For your videos there, Dave. Well done.
Yeah, I think I need a medal for her jokes as well, if that's what people are saying.
Fantastic. Oh, hang on. I've got some agreement in the house. That's it. Someone buy Danny a slick keyboard for Christmas.
Actually, his keyboard is very expensive. It's a mechanical keyboard. He just hammers on it. That's the only problem.
So good.
I'm with Danny. I have to say, I like a clicky keyboard.
Yeah, it's good. I have a clicky keyboard right in front of me, but you don't hear me clacking at it. It was just a lot because I think Shotgun Dave was waiting for him to finish, and then he wasn't finishing anytime soon. So it's like
Brilliant.
It was hilarious.
Oh, hang on.
It's hard to wrangle 5 people in a room and get all the audio correct. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's tough. It's not as easy as it looks sometimes.
Fantastic. The other thing I was thinking about, where your show for a weekly perspective has now come to a conclusion. So it's run its course. You've done what it needed to do, Rahul. We're looking into the new year for collaboration and some other funky impromptu live stuff. What other avenues have we got where we can see? Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on, and I think some of the guys that have been doing some good work this year that I've mentioned them a couple of times, but I don't think a lot of people have picked up on them overly too much, and that's these two guys.
Yeah.
Flying the Slotar flag there, which I thought was quite cool. Not a lot of people have picked up on these guys this year, and not sure why. I quite like the show. I think it's good. I've listened to a couple of them, and I've got a lot more to listen to, which is great, because actually the next sort of, as you'll hear next week when I talk about what I want to do into the new year, I'm not really going to withhold the information until then, but I plan to just get my proverbial arse together and get those tracks in the garage sort of finished. You know, I was saying to the guys on the Wired on Wednesday members live stream that this piece of wood here is actually one section out of the track. So I took the idea from you, Dave. Thank you very much. When you did your car park, I don't know, 6 months ago.
Yeah, everything's on little separate bits like a jigsaw.
Correct. So if I want to get the light bulb changed, foot goes there, not on half a dozen magnetic racing buildings. And so that's the first. And I get a load more sorted out for over the festive break. So I've got some spare wood as a part of the residue of the project that I'm working on. It's in front of the screen there. And I could get a bit more scenery done. So Wired on Wednesdays is going to be a little bit more variety based. For anyone who's like, what the hell is that about? Sorry, guys. Wired on Wednesdays, my weekly member stream. For £3 a month, you can become a member. It doesn't mean you get anything for free unless you're Daz Hall or some other guys. But I tend to, what I build, I send on. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. You can join it. Just go on my homepage.
Oh, look who's stepped into the chat.
Who? What?
He's awake still.
I'll
It's
tell you
Boone.
what, furnish him. Rahul, you've got the tools with the links. Furnish him with a link if he's awake and he wants to come on. Those painkillers must be kick-ass, Boone, if you're awake at this time of night.
I'm sending it now.
So, yeah. So, I can't quite remember what I was waffling on about for a second. That's right. We were talking about these guys. So yeah, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, boys. I'm enjoying that. It's great just to have another point of view and another opinion, and you're getting some really good guests. It's a slightly different setup to what Daihi and Sasha are doing in regards to how they do it. So it's good to have variety in that kind of podcast style show. Do you listen to them, Dave?
I watch all of them, and
You've
I
got
end
to
up
say that since they've got your logo on the screen.
well, that and the fact that I don't think Scott sleeps any better than me. So I think it was 2:30 the other night. We were still up chatting on Facebook.
My good Lord.
It's crazy, yeah. But I mean, I love it because it's like two grumpy old men talking about slot cars.
Exactly.
It's like the slot car equivalent of Statler and Waldorf, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Good work, Winthorpe. You three, actually, because Rahul doesn't sleep, and you don't really sleep, Dave, and this guy, Scott, doesn't sleep. You should do a Twilight show for all the, Sorry, go on.
Don't give him ideas.
Well, Rob Swiftslots doesn't sleep either. He only runs on 3-4 hours a night, he was saying, at the winter market.
Yeah, he does even less than me. I need about 5.
That's incredible. I need...
And because I work from home, I only actually have to get out of bed about 8:30 in the morning. So,
I know. I've tried this, but I even contemplated moving my working from home day from a Tuesday to a Wednesday, so I could stay up, watch Rahul's show, and just be like, get up at 9 in the morning and just do what you do, just shake out to the desk, log on the VPN, and then get around your breakfast.
It's quite annoying for me, really, because Rahul's show was always at just about a time I could manage all of it.
Yeah.
And Marty starts an hour later, and it's just... I only ever make about the first half hour, 45 minutes usually.
Yeah. Yeah. Slot forums approach. That's a good thing. Right. Talk to me, guys, about slot forums in the current modern world. Is there a place for them? Do you use slot forums, Rahul?
I'm on exactly no forums.
Pardon?
I'm on exactly no forums.
Okay.
I don't use forums at all.
Is Facebook the new forum?
Really,
No.
I think, yes. In terms
No,
of
I think Discord, like if you really wanted to start something very, very niche and very target market, I think Discord is the way to go. It would be the new equivalent of a forum or chat or a system of organization. I think Facebook, the problem with it is it doesn't have a way to separate. Like you can have your group, but then you can't separate the group up into multiple pieces, right? So, yeah. So I'll take Discord.
So it might be worth doing something on Discord, Rahul. Just to, anyone over.
Well, we have Slot Valley Racing has a very big group on Discord.
Okay.
They talk. It's way beyond me. I only found Instagram about a month ago, and I'm not very good at that.
Yeah,
you're on it, Dave.
Yeah. So I mean, there's already Dan, and I believe Pete from Show Me Slots is going to start a Discord as well. So I think Discord is the new. It would be good for the hobby itself, because a lot of hobbies are already on Discord and they have live rooms and stuff that really work. So yeah, be a good place to go.
Interesting. Right, let's all get Discorded up. Okay, so my view on forums was it was a very niche thing when the internet started. Guys, really, I think the internet's been there for many years, but it was only mainstream in the sort of late 90s, would you say? Things like Napster and, WordPress and MySpace really sort of pioneered sociability on the internet, from what I remember. And then, so you had these, I used to do a lot of DJing, as you know, and clubbing and stuff like that. So you'd have forums started, and I'm just trying to think. I think it was UK Clubland, and it used to be like it was kind of revolutionary at the time, because if you was a DJ, you could go DJ section. If you was a clubber, you go to clubber section. If you wanted to find new music, there's a new music section. So it was like, wow, all this resource, it's not in an encyclopedia, and I can get it, and it's fresh and it's current, and I like it. And that was good. And then Facebook come along, and it just created, or social media, and it just created the whole interactivity that a forum was a little bit wooden for. And then nowadays, over the last, when the kids come along, here, Dave, here's a barometer. Your tech is going to take a swan dive now. Because when the kids come along, I couldn't keep up. I didn't have the time to keep up with all the changes on social media. And I just lost track of it. So I'm frustrated now, because like when I went to send Dave a link there, right, I logged on to FaceAche, or I call it now. I had to switch profiles from Track Fans to Pete Brown to get the right Messenger account, because Messenger account in Facebook for Track Fans doesn't show Dave's messages because he's a friend of mine as a person. Then to send him a link, then to revert back. I mean, you know, where's my phone?
Yeah, that whole pages profile thing is rubbish, isn't it? It's
and
so
then
confusing.
enter it into business, and you are in a business meta suite of deadliness. I've just given up on it because it's too intense. It's a full-time job and some just to be able to do Facebook. So Facebook, Schmacebook, it's off the Christmas card list. Come find me on YouTube.
They have, Pete.
Okay, watch your language. Mother's in the house. Hi, Mum. You all right? How you doing?
Oh, look out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look out, because she's got she grew up in Braintree, mate, and she's like literally 8 miles away from where you reside now. Her sources can get to you within seconds, Dave, with a thick ear. Oh, and you don't want a Christmas slice for trying to look under the Christmas tree. Bless her. How you doing, Mum? Albert and Wilf aren't on yet. I think they're definitely not in bed on Christmas Eve. So I'm just thinking Vinny's got them down the park doing like a workout or something to try and chip away at their energy reserves. No, I'm not telling another joke. My mum's in the house. She's had a lifetime of my jokes. Yeah, let's get back onto slot cars. Let's get back onto point. We got a mini rant about Facebook and whatever. So anyway, here, I'll read this out, Rahul.
My feed. Okay, I think this is feedback. The new Scalextric Mustang Camaro for future production helped get the Australian Bob Jane Camaro and Alan Moffat Mustang produced. I guess.
Okay. I don't know anything about that, but I do.
I think this is an opinion about the new Aussie releases or Aussie livery releases that came out from Scalextric. I think that's just what the review is about.
So, just for the record, this is a Tirana. But about 2 months ago, I was calling this a Holden. And I've had no end of stick by the Aussies about it. So, it's a Tirana, people. That's my Ofcom fact checked.
I was about to say, you're not going to call that a Mustang or a Camaro, right, Pete? Because we might get lynched. Yeah.
Camaro.
Okay.
Mustang.
Yeah.
You're getting better at cars, Pete.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I hope that was the right way around. I know it was, because this was a birthday present this year. It's not needs a lot of work. There you go. See, Daz is on it.
There you go.
Anyway, we were in the middle of a show. Right, what's next? Oh, track focus. Yes. And this is it. Look, there's Dave nipping down to the Tesco's. I've got to get nappies. There's a Punami in the place. Mrs. Slot R is in position, holding the nappy in position while Dave runs to the shop to get the wipes. Brilliant. This is never going to end.
All right, guys. So I'm going to mention this before we move on. There's 40 people walking and you have 5 likes. So come on, guys. Like the show. Give Pete a thumbs up.
Hang on,
You know?
has Daz Hall gone on holiday? Because he's supposed to be making sure everybody presses like.
No, he's having a day off.
Yeah. He's off.
He was
But yeah.
racing yesterday. Actually, it's track focus, so I can do this. Right, here we go. Right, set this up so you can see it. This is going to be good. Where is he? Oh, there you go. I thought I barred Dave for a second. Daz for a second.
Oh, look at that. We have 27 likes now. Amazing.
That was one
Really?
of my highlights of the year last week, was when you barred somebody by mistake.
That was Rob Sale. You know, mega fan of the show. I've only gone and barred the mega fan. I'll tell you, I phoned him up and I'm in the basement and I get no signal. So it's literally like a comedy act. Brilliant. But anyway, Daz Hall, here we go. Can you see that? He has been on the case. He has got the new layout. He's got his Lancia that he won in the competition on Wired on Wednesday's members live stream. So we've been building this from a white kit, spraying it, tuning it, getting new wheels on it, putting a decent motor in it, and he's got delivery of it. And as you can see, it's not hanging around.
Yeah, it's a good car.
Yeah, he said it was well balanced. Well, what did he say? Something positioned. And he knows what he's talking about.
You did a good job with that car. I watched you spray it live, so that was great fun.
He says beautifully planted. So yeah, that's a nice car. You know when you want to keep something. Build another one. That's what it's about. You know, people join as members. They give me money a month, and I use that money to buy some stuff, to do some stuff, and then someone wins it. That's the fun of it. Circular economy. But I've got Rick Matt's track here, which I thought he come up with the classic kind of keyword for me to pick up on someone's track, where they say, I've got a lot more work to do. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in, because at that stage I can pick a track up like this and then we can follow it through over the next year or so as to how long and what they're doing with it, and we can refer onto it and just flash back and stuff and look. But I've got a couple of images of this track, so we'll have a look at this here. What are your views, guys? Start with Dave.
On that one, I think that's great. It's got a bit of everything, and he's lucky. He's got room for a few Marty Ford S's to go on down there, and I'm slightly jealous because I haven't got room for that on my track, and I'd love to do that.
Yeah, just on the left, around the middle, you got that snaky bit.
Yeah, and when you had the other picture, go back to the other picture. That one, look, you've got S's down that left-hand side there. That's going to be, imagine running a Revo slot through there. That'd be lovely.
Yes, that's going to be good. What do you reckon, Rahul?
Yeah, I like a track that has speed and then technical, and I think this is good. It's got a nice technical section, and then it's got the loop back, which I like on most tracks.
Yeah,
it sends you one way and then loops you back the other way, which is kind of cool. So yeah, definitely.
I liked it. I liked it because he's mixing buildings. So you remember, was it last week or the week before, sometime recently, we talked about, is it okay to mix different styles, period, of scenery? So could you put a Goodwood ticket office right next to Tara's Donuts building? Would it look appropriate? And you've got this guy here is using plastic pit stops right next to container ticket offices. So he's mixing that kind of feeling. He's got magnetic racing gantries with Scalextric barriers over the top of the bridges, the borders.
Yeah,
so
Boone says great track, but look at all that room to make it bigger. There you go.
That's right.
Wow.
And multi-level.
Yeah.
There you go. So I quite like that. Well done, Rick. Well done, mate. And he's got a TV monitor above the track for some lap counting.
I think his backsplash is pretty cool too. He's got that nice clouds and hills, rolling hills. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Where'd you get it? That's kind of like train scenery stuff, isn't it?
Well, I just printed out, Pete.
Is it?
You can put a large format and print out. That's it.
Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to see the next track next. So I spent a few hours on my track. Woohoo! No, it's not. No, honestly, there are tracks out there. It hasn't got to the stage where I'm that desperate after my own track on it. but I'm very excited that I did the perimeter lighting, as you know, and I've just spent ages doing the lights in the tunnel. And the reason I spent ages is because I've never done it before. But if you take this image in the dark, what I've done is I've used different color straws to create different color lights so that I can create different effects. So if I'm having like a chase scene with Albert and Wilf, I'll be like, right, quick, go and hide out in the blue tunnel. And you can drive the car around and put the car in the blue tunnel and hide and wait for like the robbers to get past in the pink tunnel. And then we can whip round and chase them and arrest them or something. Do you see how the fun creates when you've got coloured tunnels? So that's what I'm thinking with my tunnels. A bit like this. You can do some kind of colour-coded photography as well.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
saw
pink.
this. Yeah, it's very pink.
That is pink, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Very pink.
So, and it was dead easy. I should have made a video on it, but I think sometimes, I don't know, I'll make a video on something or other. I'm doing little bits as I go along to make a big overall video on how that track come together from the point I received it to when I feel it. Well, it's never done. Do you ever think, it's quite a good thing to bring up actually, do you ever think that your track is finished?
No,
Good. I'm glad you said that because I've been having those feelings lately.
never. I mean, you know, look at Boone. He's like, there, you think it is his track and you think it's finished. And then he'll just take a bit off and go, no, I think I'll do it again completely differently. Here's a zombie apocalypse scoreboard.
I know that he wakes up. You can imagine it's like fashion. It's never finished, is it? Boom wakes up. Darling, I hate that. It has to go today. And there goes like a 7-hour masterpiece mountain from 3 years ago, gone, boosh. And out comes whatever he's going to do. I'm the same. I don't think it's ever finished. And I've hardly started. And I've got that feeling already. Rahul, we've watched you do this over there last year.
You know what's really funny, Pete? And this is something that's come up over the last week is I'm almost at the point where I'm going to tear down my new track. I know everyone's like, what the? But yeah, it's mainly because
You're bored?
no, it's because of videography. I cannot get.
You've run out of space to put your cars in.
No, I run out of space to put my cameras on. Okay, so and as much as I wanted to do, like, I wanted to live stream from that track, and I used 7 cameras, I used 2 cameras, I used 3 cameras. I figured it out that if that track doesn't allow me to get in on it, or I can't get into the middle of it, it's not as fun for me. So restructuring the track and getting it, like trying to get into the track, is more important than me having the track is amazing to run. It's got no sharp turns in it except for the one corner, but I need to get more out of the car. So having the cars wag around a bit, and that makes for more interesting for videography. And that's what my track is about. It's not really meant to be a racetrack per se, and I think I was kind of getting that in my head too much. So yeah, probably gonna tear it down over the next week and replan it. So,
Is that a project you're going to do with your daughter, maybe?
well, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Just be selfish with it. Just do it on your own.
No. Yeah, it's good to see her light up when I talk about slot cars again. So it's nice to see that reaction from her. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll only take it as far as she wants to take it as well. I gotta be mindful on what she wants to do as well. Yeah.
Bo's comment's quite a good one while we're talking about tracks and evolution of stuff, because Bo's saying he can't set up track because he has to remove it all the time. He's basically living in an apartment or a flat. So for Bo's perspective, and something that I've noticed in the last few months particularly, is that HO, AFX, that kind of small track has become massively popular in the last few months alone. Whether it's because it's new to me and I've just tapped into an already existing wave of interest, or it's created a wave of interest in the last few months that I didn't realize. I don't know. But would AFX be good for people with no space, or would you just adopt for a smaller track in no space? What would you do, Dave?
I had AFX when I was a kid. That was the thing that got me into it in the first place. I think if I had no. All I'd do with AFX is just get more track and make it longer, because you could.
What, 800 foot?
I can't remember how long it was when I had it, but I had loads and loads of track because AFX went bust, and my uncle lived in Northampton.
Hey, Northampton.
There was a toy shop in Northampton that bought up most of the bankrupt stock.
Called the Model Shop.
Back in the 80s. Yeah. And he used to walk past it on his way to work every day. And he just, because he was my uncle, he'd pop in and buy a tenner's worth of stuff. And a tenner's worth of stuff was like a massive box of track. And I ended up with loads of it. I ended up with about a cubic meter of AFX track and cars all in one big box.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I left it in a house in 2001. It's in the loft of a house in Rectory Lane in Chelmsford.
Rectory Lane. It all went downhill in 2001. It's when I met my wife. Bless her. She doesn't watch the show, so I'm totally safe. Although my mum's in the room. Damn it. Hi, Mum. Let's get back to the show. Quick. See that recovery from AFX. So Josh, this is what I did on my track on Friday afternoon when I finished work and I had a few hours. I went at it, and it's coming along nicely now. I'm really pleased with what's happening. I don't know what to do with it though. I don't know. I'll work that out. Right. Oh yeah. And then I wanted to just pop this on because Joe Selinsky here is doing the barrel bar. Have you done a barrel bar yet, Dave?
No, I'm not quite sure where I put it on my layout. I've got other plans for other bits and pieces of theirs, and of, if I actually buy everything or get a good Christmas out of it, I've got a magnetic racing building to go in every slot, and none of them, unfortunately, are the bar.
Yep. Well, I think, and it lends us into what we were talking about, Rahul, is I got a barrel bar, which I started doing in Gloucester. I built this, Rahul, whilst I was waiting to come on your live stream for the first time. This was what I was building to keep myself awake.
Yeah, I remember.
But I have
one of those. It's already built as well. I haven't painted mine yet. This is the first one I've built, and I'm going to paint afterwards. Still kicking my heels. But I don't know whether it's going to be the right look or feel for my track, the way it's going, the polycar track, that is. I don't know, but we'll see. So I'll put that there. But so that's why I really enjoyed seeing. No. There he is. So many options. Point note, remove some of these options.
And then what he's doing with this is he's kind of creating a log cabin effect. Really like the difference of it. Like Dave with your cafe where you've completely butchered it and created your own vibe cafe. He's doing the same sort of thing with this.
Yeah,
He's
I like that wood effect.
Yeah, that wood effect. He's got the grain in there and he's doing it on all of the model before he builds it as well. Did I put a third slide in for this? No, I didn't. I had another slide. On the left-hand image, you can just see through the door. He's even got kegs, beer kegs. So for me, I'm like, this is the detail that Tara would go to. Because I'm like, why'd you put a barrel in there? Only you will ever know or see that it's there. And she goes, yeah, exactly. I know it's there. And I'm like, you know, do you put something there when you're never going to see it? It's about finishing it. Whereas I think some people finish what you can see, whereas she will finish the building. And it looks like Joe's in the same camp.
Yeah, I suppose it depends whether you go for, I'm actually going to build this like it was real, or see some of my stuff, I don't pay so much attention to the stuff you can't see. So it's more built like a film set. If you go around the back of a film set, it looks terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah. You want to see what's in front of me at the moment.
Yeah. I bet.
Fantastic. Right, let's get the right one. Yes. Okay, so then, guys and gals and everyone. So I'm just going to put this slide up here for a moment because I think if you were thinking about, if you were going to get some Christmas cash and you missed the winter market, which did an expert job at separating us from our cash. Well done, Julie, Mark, Roger, and Sean. Excellent work. Well done. You've skinted us nicely. But if you couldn't make it and you've still got some sterling in your back burner or some money to the layperson, then here are a few ideas. And forgive me if I've missed your store off. Here's a few ideas for you where you can go and have a look around to get some slot car purchase ideas. They're all, you know, you're splitting hairs between them all. Some do different things, some do a lot of things, others specialize in things. But generally, these are really good guys in the industry. And if you want, you know, you want to put your shop up here, let me know. I think we'll have a regular feature of putting up a shop watch at the end of the show, maybe in the other news section. But here's some ideas for you anyway. And I hope that you can support some of these guys because they do put in a lot of effort to go around scouring the internet to buy us deals, bring us new stock and make sure everything's in order, especially when you're into changing the appearance of your car to make it look okay. So I've got some nice wheels there from Staffs. Ooh, don't know what I'm going to use them on. And then I'm gonna put some tires on them. Experimenting. So,
and in terms of the people you put up on there, I have to say Magnetic Racing are the ones that kill it with the sweets.
Yes.
And Slot Car Union also very good with the sweets.
Yeah.
Pendle recently stepped up after I candy shamed them. So well done, Sean and the guys.
Not on my end, it didn't.
No, that's weight. That's extra weight in the package. You need a Monza package, Monza spec package. When
I
you
was already paying for shipping and handling. They could have added some.
I love it. There you go.
You Ian's right math is as good as his spelling, is it?
It's definitely Ian. Okay then, so here's a good question since I can ask this, since it's like Christmas Eve. What is on your Slotmas list?
So, how many cars you getting, Pete?
I actually haven't got
any cars on your list, right?
Did I put a car on my list? No, I didn't.
You failed.
No, I didn't. For the purposeful reason is it's easy to make a mistake. Not that this is a mistake, but let me give you an example. Is I go, right, yes, someone else can have the challenge of finding me Scale Auto Viper that I can go racing. So someone will log on and go, oh, look, there's one like this.
Yes.
There you go. You can have that one. Brilliant. But what I won't realise is that it's a home edition and not good for racing. I bought this.
That's why you say make sure it has the R on the back of that print.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
see,
know that.
my Christmas list, Slotmas list, I just get links. So I'll go down Pendle's website and I'll go, oh, I want that one, and I'll just get the links so they can only give. And the same with magnetic racings. It's like I just put links so they can only click it and get the right thing.
They messed it up. I mean, I even said, like, because I put the link, right? Here's the example. I put the link for the magnetic light tower, you know, the big baby they've just launched. And when you follow the link, it lands you by default on the forehead option. So there's an error. There's potential for error when they follow the link and they go buy. They bought the wrong one.
Oh, you want the full 8 head, do you?
Yeah. So I've specified that next to the link, but I also took the initiative and I contacted Ian and said, if you get the order and it comes through with a 4, correct it to 8 and resend the invoice back. So I've already sorted it out with them, so there can be no mistakes, no room for error. And if it does come through 4 heads, well, I've heard that returning stuff is quite fashionable.
Ooh.
I just no, they won't. They've got it covered. I've been involved in the purchase back of house. I just can't wait for it. So, oh, come on, Ian. Oh, brilliant. Got some love here from Chris. Ian is loving your work. Brilliant. John's in the house. John is a racer from North Staffs. He's pretty proficient racer as well. He loves it. Okay. Are you going to, how have you been getting on, Dave, with Mr. D's? I see you was up there again the other week or two.
I went up there the other week. I didn't race. I had a bit of a watch and did that thing that I do, which is pick loads of cars up, turn them upside down, and have a good old look at what's going on.
Yeah. Are you in position? Are you feeling good about it now?
And then Mr. D relieved me of some money and gave me a bag of components.
Okay. He's good like that. I'm surprised you got away with not racing because.
Well, that was when I still had that slightly broken foot. So standing up for too long was a bit painful. So otherwise, I'd have stayed around longer and probably had a race again because it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good. It is good. And I've worked out if you're really bad at it, like me, you get 2 races in a whole night.
Yeah, but you're supposed to turn up early and run the track when it's open for free practice.
To be honest with you, we were chatting, filming, socialising. Ruben was there, of course, track fan number 1, young track fan number 1. So we were like knocking about and that. So yeah, I suppose if I went down to actually do some racing, I'd have got a good turn at it.
Yeah.
So much fun. So much fun. So in the chat, who's got some cars on your lists? Come on, want to know what you're getting for Christmas, guys? Let's backtrack a bit. Oh, hang on. Cribbit's in the house. I've not met Cribbit before. Good morning, Cribbit.
So, Dave, how many Reaver slots you got on your list?
12.
12?
Well, what I did was I went down the list because I've got all the little Group 2 Revo slots, but I'm fairly late to the party with the bigger GT ones. So I just went down the list of all the different models and picked my favourite livery of like the F40 and the Supra and so on, and just put them all on the list. And whoever gets me whatever, it'll be a car I haven't got before and a livery I haven't got. It'll be great. I don't mind if I get 1 or 12.
Nice.
I don't think I'm going to get 12. But then,
you never know.
You never
I
know.
kind of
you
was
might
Being
have
good boy, Dave.
But I like to, I don't like to be presumptuous with my Christmas list. So I've got a load of like cheap things, like one of those, the little soldering blocks with the pins for doing the scratch building, and a little soldering iron, and a few other bits and pieces. So I have a Christmas list that ranges from things that are about £5 to a Revo slot.
yeah.
I've got the magnetic billboards on my list, which were about £5 each, I think.
Then I've got about 5 of their little flat magnetic racing flag waver posts. Because
Okay.
I built one and I put it on my track, but you can't have one flag waver post.
One Marshall and a pace car.
So, and they're quite, they're like a little cheap thing as well. So I give people a choice. They can tell me how generous they want to be. It's fine.
Fantastic. Right, okay, hang on a second. Ian is not very good at putting the right amount on his vouchers. You are going to get such a flood of voucher purchases in the next 10 minutes.
He hasn't said, he's very crafty though, because he hasn't said which way round he's bad at the numbers.
Yeah, no, I think he should be.
Yeah.
Hey, Boone's leaving us. He's going to sleep.
Hey, Boone, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Welcome. Thanks for coming, mate. I'll tell you what, God knows what time it is you're in Texas, so you are 6 hours, aren't you? Good Lord.
Yeah, he's got to be coming up to about 3 in the morning over there.
3 a.m., yeah.
It's only 3:50 in the morning here. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
Come on, Boone. You're a lightweight. We're all still up. No, I'm joking. Good night, mate. Rest them ribs. And by the way, just a parental guidance note to anyone watching. Don't be going up the ladder, putting your decorations out without someone holding the bottom of the ladder. Hashtag Boone, hashtag fall, hashtag get well soon, bruv. I was down with the kids for a moment there.
Is that why he fell off the ladder?
3
Was he going full Griswold with his house?
Yeah. Yeah. He was putting his, I think, it was Christmas lights, wasn't it? He was putting up, Rahul.
I have no idea. All I know is checking out some lights. Whether
we
they're
could have
Christmas
fun with
lights,
it.
that's your own assumption. I'm not.
It wasn't the lights then. He was putting up a sign. What was on the sign? That's the question. What was on Boone's sign that he was putting up that made him laugh that much he fell off the ladder and injured himself, bless him?
He said he's going for a double black backflip next time.
Oh, brilliant. Right, okay. Let's do that. Right, for next week's show, because it's New Year's Eve, imagine that. I've got all the Eves. How has this year fallen for me? Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Brilliant. So we're gonna run a thing. I'm gonna write this down because what I do is I tend to forget what I talk about.
Well, do you know that on New Year's Eve is the first time that the numbers will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 12th is December, 31st, 23. So pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, only your side of the pond. We don't do dates like that over here.
You had to go bust my bubble, didn't you? Just had to. Fine.
I'm still trying to work it out. I don't get it.
Look.
I've written it down, trying to work it out. It's not there. Hang on. Ian, can I sit next to you in the next maths lesson?
Yeah, just don't do your math on this side of the pond.
Oh no, he was checking the lights. He wasn't even fixing them. I like putting up the sign better. Boone, let's just go where you were putting up a sign. And for comedy value next week, we're all going to have like an idea of, we're going to have a caption of what was on that sign.
Darren, I used to do it the date the right way as well, and then I came to North America and they brainwashed me out of it. So don't worry.
So do you now say it's 12:24, Rahul?
Yes.
That's so backwards.
Hey.
It is. I don't know. I know we invented English. I don't know if.
Move on. We're going on with the slot
Yes,
cars.
Pete, we did invent time as well.
Yeah, here we go. Cool with a K. Yes, we've got an annual racer. It sounds like Cool with a K has got the box out of the attic, set up, ready for Christmas. It has. It's been in the over a year in the box, mate. You've forgotten how good it is, right? See you, mate. It's my lad going to work, bringing in the corn. Well done. Oh, mate. Oh, I hate you so much, Spoon. Bo is getting his presents today at 7 p.m., which is 6 p.m. our time.
Yeah, the continental guys, the European guys, open all their presents on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And slot car, you know, Paul, slot car 2021.
Yeah.
He is opening. He is having Christmas today. Yeah.
Oh, that's very early.
Yeah. I asked him last night why, because he said, I'm not going to be in the stream. It's our Christmas day. And you know, I'd said, oh, really? Why? It sounds big. He goes, the wife's working on Christmas Day, so tomorrow's Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Paul, when you watch this back. I have no idea what Chris has got for his...
I think YouTube have still banned him from my channel for some reason.
Yeah, this is bad news. Tell us what's happened there.
Well, so Slotcar 2021 posted a comment on one of my videos.
Yeah.
And then I replied to it in the YouTube studio bit. And as I hit send on my reply, it disappeared. And so did his original comment. And now, for some reason, he can't comment on any of my videos, but he can comment on my community posts. And he's gone through all of his settings, and I've gone through all of mine, and he's not blocked. So YouTube have just decided we can't be friends.
You've dodged the bullet there, mate. I'd send YouTube a bottle of bubbly. I actually had a similar experience.
Now we know what happens when Pete decides. He's like, eh.
Yeah. I've been barred so many times. Should keep getting barred from the news channels. So I'd sent Rob had commented on the pink pig a couple of months ago, and he'd said, I love a pink pig livery in the comments, and YouTube give him a strike. Apparently now the new rules as of October, you know, like the old advertising thing is, YouTube has sent him a strike, and if you get 3 strikes, you're out. You're off YouTube. So to give you an idea, Russell Brand is on like 2 3/4 strikes out of 3 at the moment. So Rob, in his own admission, Rob, you are, you know, I say this, you know, with the greatest politeness. Rob doesn't do computers or tech. So Rob doesn't know where to begin to look. He doesn't know what a strike is. Where do you look for that? It's very difficult. It's only easy when you know how to do something. So I'm like, right, I'll wade into YouTube for you. Got on the blower to them, contact us, got on there. So my mate's been given a strike. He's literally a super fan of the channel. Why would you be like giving him hassle? And they're like, yeah, he has to get in touch with us. And I said, you don't understand. He turns on YouTube and watches it. He doesn't get into all of this red tape politics business. So anyway, I don't know what they've done. But I said to Rob, you might have to call him up and just say, this is wrong. But he's able to do it now. So I don't know. I don't know whether you need to weigh into YouTube and see if, you know, just going straight at him Jack Bauer style might sort him out. Just get in there. Oh, here we go. Bo's got a comment on it. He's been banned twice in a day for commenting because you posted links. They didn't like it. You violated their rules.
Ooh.
You were stupid. You felt that. Oh. You missed the hashtag in front of that. I like that. Is that German for bullshit? So we can say the odd thing here and there. It's Christmas. Come on. Yeah, it is this new whip on Wokery. I call it the Wokery
arsenic
department.
this morning was the first one.
Yeah, we're not getting past arsenic, are we?
Yeah, we can. You broke that wide open. I don't know what you have to say about that.
Oh, you love it. Maybe I should do an evening show. That could be a whole barrel of laughs.
Yeah, well,
No, I'm not doing it. Hang on, we got to heard that comment.
yeah, let's
Right.
leave that one.
That's it. So okay,
Yeah, we
right.
could do that one night, Pete. Really late. Get a bottle of rum each and just go live. See what happens.
It will be a balance whether YouTube cancels me or other YouTubes cancel me first. Because the thing is, right, Dave, and that's the problem that you and me in particular, if you and I did this together, is we have a very English banter. The Australians would get it. The Americans
Some of
would
it,
not get it in a heartbeat. They would not get it. So
Marty
Dick and
Ford
I,
would. Marty Ford is a unique American, and he seems to have a very English sense of humour.
okay, I'll go. We can never find out because you're generally prim and proper when we do our shows because you never know who's watching. But
Yeah, just come on my channel and get it over with.
late night with Rahul in
Yeah,
the new
just
year.
come on.
That
I've
could be
already started it. You
2024
can
live
just-
stream could just
Yeah.
be all the YouTubers getting offensive.
That's it. Well, Dick and I, Dick Guerin in the DG Raceways, you should all subscribe to his channel, by the way.
Yeah, we should
him and
just
I
have
were-
Be Yourself live channel. That's what it is. Live stream.
Yeah.
That's it. Be yourself.
Exactly. But we've established that we use the C word like a comma, generally. And that's enlightened our
Compliment in
WhatsApp
Essex.
messaging. Chelmsford, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's a compliment in Essex.
It actually is.
It is. You
Being
go other
born
places
in
in the
Essex
country
as well.
and you use it in the Essex sense and you get into trouble.
Yeah, it's multi-platted. It's like, forget about it. You know, like they did in Donnie Brasco. Forget about it. Has many meanings. But yeah, we should do that just for laugh. But yeah, it would literally be highly
Darren,
sensitive.
I like that C word. You can use that one anytime.
There we go. We got Butcher Slot Car Journal in the house. Oh yes, please. Right, let's check it out. We've got a new sheriff
New
in town.
YouTubers.
Yes, bringing it together.
Chaps. Because I'm over 50, I'm going to have to disappear for a moment and then come back.
Yeah, so I'll go
Okay.
when you get back, Dave. We'll bring him on when he comes back.
Yes.
So that brilliant. Oh mate, I tell you,
Yeah.
awesome.
I think I'm gonna get around 9 or 10 cars. I think
Yeah?
Santa's sending them. Yeah.
I've got no cars on the list. I've got a ton of lighting. And the reason I got a ton of lighting is because where my polycar track is now, it's on the table, it's built, it's got lots of sections I need to decorate. So I've ordered loads of lighting. So one thing I've realized to do first is wiring, then building.
Yeah.
It's a bit like where you plaster up a room and then realize you got to put a light switch in and you need to chisel out all the plaster to be able to hide the wiring. Not that I've been there before. Anyway, hang on. Dave, are you round the side of your shed? Dave, are you doing a doo-doo around the back? So I'd see if I can get his neighbours to hear it while he's round the side of his shed. Dave, hurry up! Santa's coming! His neighbours are twitching the curtains now. See what's happening, and there he is. Brilliant.
It's just a Christmas present. Early
Yeah.
morning Christmas present.
So that's what I was doing. So I've gone for loads of lighting, loads of different
Well,
types
I have
of
a
light.
lot of lighting, as you know.
Got to build it.
I have a lot of MDF to build, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Like I said, Magnetic Racing has been the highlight of my year this year. So
They're great guys.
what are you gonna do with that? It looks like a paddle. I don't
No,
wanna
it's a
know.
section. It goes by this bit.
Yeah.
Hang on, that's a better way. the track comes round, hairpin. This is the
Nice.
middle bit. What I'm going to do on here is I'm actually going to bolt this on here like this.
Yeah.
So that it shines over
Cool.
each side of the track on the hairpin.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the track here, I'm going to have a single header looking in
Okay.
like that. So 3 lights on one corner.
Yeah. And how do you cut that with jigsaw?
I did, yeah, and then a heavy amount of sanding paper to make it look presentable.
Nice.
My jigsawing skills, my God, are not great. And I haven't got the tools. I'm not gonna show you how I did the jigsawing unless we get a big enough response, and then I'll show you next week. Because young track fans watch this, and I don't really want to show them how I jigsawed that piece.
My
It's
jigsawing skills
safe.
were terrible. And then I
Right.
discovered the secret is don't buy cheap jigsaw blades. Buy the expensive blades. And then it doesn't go wandering off. It stays straight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Total
If
revelation.
you were balancing it on the edge of a table that was very wobbly anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Do you get that thing where it all just gets out of hand and then suddenly your hands are just doing this?
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
them or feel them anymore.
You have to stop, move it closer towards the table, and
Yeah,
then
but you
start
only need
again
to
and
move
get
it
less
like a little
vibration.
tiny bit and then it's all fine.
Yeah. Ah, brilliant. I don't feel like such a
No, it's all of
not
us.
that great anymore.
It's all of
No.
us.
Oh, you got coffee as well.
Yeah.
Did
Went
you
past the
WhatsApp
kettle on the way.
Mr. Flossar and say, I'm coming in live in 2 minutes. Can you have a coffee ready?
No. The kettle was already warm. I'd pre-planned it.
Brilliant. Talking about coming in hot, I want to give this guy another run this week. Daz Hall is producing this. So you might think, hang on, that's a Magnetic Racing 3-way billboard. It is. But what you don't know is that this billboard is motorized. So if you want to talk to Daz Hall, get yourself one of these that spins around. You can have your favorite brands on there. Actually, you could get some Velcro and then have many different brands on there. Speak to Daz Hall on Facebook. The going rate, I think, at the moment is £90. You give him that. He'll give you one of these built, rotating and ready for your track. As you can see, he's got a Mag Fans coffee, as too does Dave. They're like magged up. There it is. It's
I need to
loving
get
his
me
work.
one of those mugs.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's all do it.
Okay. Now you're
Let's
being
all get
mean.
magged up.
Cheers, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, for the love of all that's holy, send Rahul one of these mugs immediately.
Well, it's not gonna help me now.
That's all right. What I'll do is I'll go back in time, use my background remover tool, and put the mug on the picture of this stream.
Excellent.
It'll take me about a week to figure it out. Okay. Yes. Jolly Boys outing. You might, if you're an eagle eye, a sharpshooter, you'll notice the date change from last week. Because I'd only set the date up on the MK swap meet. And actually, the Saturday night, the 10th, I'm going to see Jim Davison in theatre. So I couldn't have done it on any of the days. So we're doing it on the 4th of February. We're going down to Margate, road trip to see the Wonderworks. A few of us are staying over the night before, just because it's such a long way. But if you're in the vicinity, if you want to laugh, we're going to be in there for a few hours having a knockabout. Going to do the show from Margate, hopefully inside the Wonderworks. It depends whether they let us in early enough. If not, it will be from the Dog and Duck or the Greasy Spoon closest to the building. We'll do a deal and see if we can get them to open up early for us. And there you go. So if you want to come down, track fans, we're all going to be there, or all who can make it, at Hornby Wonderworks on the 4th of February. It's the first of its kind, a YouTube day out. And that is what we're doing. Hey, Colin's just made it. Well done, Colin. Merry Christmas, my friend. So that is what we're doing there. In other news, we've got the Scalextric Club. You've seen this all year, so we're not going to dwell on these for too long. And then if you haven't separated all your cash from your wallet in some of the people's shops and stores that I showed you earlier on the slide, you can go over to a swap meet, which are fantastic bits of kit. So you got one in Swindon on the 7th of January and one in Milton Keynes on the 11th of February. So how good did I feel last week when I threw this slide up and it said the 11th of Feb, and then 3 slides later, I'm like, and we could go to this as well on the 11th of Feb. We've got to have some kind of teleporter. So we've got that one coming up. That's a great one. And then kudos to the boys at the Slot Car Magazine. They're literally, it's just out of arm's reach. It's over there, guys. So we have that. And that, my friends, was the end of the slides.
Blimey.
And for the first time in mega history, I actually did the slides yesterday morning instead of yesterday evening. And that felt good. Felt good to not be panicking.
You organized. Was that what you're getting at?
Right. Yes, Rahul. That's the word, organisation. It's one of my big things on my list to try and get some involved with some of that in the new year. So here we go. For you, Harry, Greasy Spoon. That is a nickname for a truck stop cafe. You know, a trucker's cafe, which you get a food that will probably give you radiation poisoning. We call them a Greasy Spoon. It's a truck stop cafe or a real cheap cafe. Margate is a town on the south coast. Ramsgate and Margate are 2 famous British towns. Margate and Ramsgate is where we used to holiday. Clacton-on-Sea, Skegness, Bognor Regis, Minehead. And then Jolly Boys. Well, I never realised this, but on Only Fools and Horses programme, the TV show, infamous, they did a weekend away. They did a Jolly Boys outing trip to Margate in Kent, which is where Hornby are based. So Scalextrics are based in Margate, and we're taking a lead from Del Boy on Only Fools and Horses. Watch that, by the way, Harry, if you want to laugh. If you want a real un-PC laugh, watch that. The Jolly Boys did an outing where, as you would expect from a comedy, everything goes wrong. It's so funny. So that, and Jim Davison is a world famous comedian. He's British, and the reason that we love him is because he's done over the last 40, 50 years, Dave. 40, 50 years he's been serving the squaddies and the military forces. So
yeah,
Jim
his
Davison,
comedy is not to my taste.
Yeah, his comedy is, it's very raw. You're going to like it or you're not. So he's done a lot for the boys over the years. So I remember when I was in Northern Ireland in 1995 to 97, we got called to, it was after hours actually, it was about 10 to 5 o'clock, and we were supposed to be knocking off. And all of a sudden, like, the company sergeant majors flown around the block, like, outside on parade! So like good little minions, we've all legged it out there, falling in, go on parade. It's like, right, we're all going up to the sports hall. And we're like, oh man, it's like 5 o'clock. And we marched up there, and we so fast realized there's like everyone, the whole camp is marching in from different areas. Like, you got 800 people marching to the leisure centre at once. So we all got to the leisure centre and we all fall in. We're thinking, oh, mate, something big's happened here. Like, it's a company announcement. Has the colonel got ill or something? And we're sat there. Jim Davison runs out on stage. Of course, he has to turn up unannounced to these things because of security is a threat for the IRA. And he did a big full-on show for us. So he's done that all around the world, like all different bases and stuff. And and I just think for that aspect of it, I really appreciated it. So yeah, we're going to see Jim Davison on the 10th. If he doesn't get himself cancelled from the theatre before we make it, is a lot of getting a lot of cancellations lately because he hosts politically incorrect material from other comedians. So anyway, but he's a comedian, Harry. That's what Jim Davison is. But he's done a lot of support for service people over the years. And
I think Harry already knows all this. He's saying this is what he expects you to educate us across the pond.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go. I thought it's for you, Harry, but that's for everyone else. Right. Oh, sugar. I've missed one of the features I wanted today. I wanted the 9 o'clock alarm bell to go off to say shops are open. The shops are open, and then watch the viewership take a swan dive.
No, it's all right. They're all going to go and get dead flowers out of buckets from petrol stations at about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, I hate to say it, guys. The same day drone service from Amazon is not live yet. What are you doing for Christmas Day, Dave? Have you got any plans?
My mum and dad are coming round for Christmas Day, and we're going to do Christmas dinner and all of that. And then on Boxing Day, we have to go around what would you call them? Slaughter-in-laws.
Outlaws.
Yes, the outlaws.
Oh, that's not too bad. You're going to fit 2 Christmas dinners in.
Yeah. Yeah, and the one on Boxing Day we don't have to do.
Bonus.
Love it.
And then what we're going to do on whatever day it is of the week. Was it Wednesday, the day after Boxing Day?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a bit of a tradition that we always have a day of our own. And so we've got a slow cooker, and 24 hours before we intend to eat it, we put a big piece of pork in the slow cooker with a can of Coca-Cola, leave it 24 hours cooking, pulled pork.
Never heard that with the Coca-Cola before.
Yeah. You literally, big piece of pig in the slow cooker, can of Coke over the top, switch it on, leave it 24 hours.
Right.
It's the simplest cooking ever.
Slow cooking is my favourite type of cooked meat. We got it's the beef's going in there tomorrow. When I get up, and then we'll take it out when it's ready. As in when everyone's here at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock for the King's speech. God rest the soul. The King's speech now. Can't wait. I cannot wait.
Ian is on pork and Coca-Cola as well.
See, he'll never let you down. If Ian said pork and Coke is the best, I'll take that. He doesn't mess around when it comes to knowing what good food is, that guy.
You can tell, can't you?
Yeah. Well,
sorry, Ian. Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
When you have no follow-up, sorry for the uncomfortable silence on you there, Dave.
There you go.
I'd have dug you out, mate, but I had nowhere to go.
It's an investment, he says.
It's all right. He says it's an investment.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ian's got a sense of humour with it, hasn't he? You know.
See, Andy and Ruben, they're on the Coke and pork as well.
Oh, really?
It's just you, Pete, yeah.
Must be a blooming Chelmsford thing then, because they're in the same town as me.
You guys can keep that Coke and pop thing.
Yeah, I don't. Right, okay, I'm going to do it. Not for tomorrow. That's just crazy to ruin a pork for Christmas dinner. But I think next week, going to try it. We've promised ourselves. Well, Maria said, "Can we get a day where we don't go out?" I was like, "Yeah, I can do that, no problem." But you get itchy feet, Maria. So I said, "You want to go for a walk, or you need to nip somewhere?" And she's like, "No, I want to do it. I want to stay in all day and just see if I can do it." I was like, "Okay, we'll give it a go." So now I can say what we're going to do the day before is throw a big piece of pig in the slow cooker and just 1 tin of Coke.
Yeah.
Just 1 tin of Coke in there, and that is it. Nice. What's Christmas plans, Rahul?
My Christmas plans? Very simple. It's turkey, ham, pork chops, steaks. Yeah, the usual stuff.
What about pig and Coke?
No piggy and Coke.
You won't look back. We got beer and chicken here now by Daz. It's all going. Oh, hang on. Darren Hall.
Big
Daz
and
is
chicken's
off.
good as well.
Daz is off to walk Ralph the dog, fellow cockapoo owner. So
I'll see you later, Daz. Happy Christmas.
Happy holidays, dude.
yeah, happy holidays, mate.
Merry Christmas, whatever you want to call it.
There's a lot of kudos. Hit the like button because Daz is leaving and we've got to pick up that mantle now. Hit the like button, everyone. Thank you. Right, 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes, because I can see the beads of sweat on some of you guys in the chat's head here going, can you wrap it up? I really want to watch it, but I need to go shopping. Can you wrap it up? I need to go shopping. So we'll wrap it up in a couple of minutes. We'll just do our goodbyes to everyone. But before we go, we've got a pick question from Cool with a K. I like that name, actually. Cool with a K. Quick Carrera pick question. Dave, read it out. It's Carrera.
If I replace the pit fill piece with a standard straight and place the fill piece in where the straight came from, can I tape over the sensor and it becomes regular?
Oh,
You could, but if you're going to tape over the sensor, why would you swap them over?
yeah, doesn't make sense.
I've not got the sensors yet.
As soon as you tape over the sensor, the track is pretty much like a normal track. Because as long as you don't light up that...
But you've got to tape over... Whether you tape over the sensor on a car or the track, don't think you can get away with a bit of blue tape or a bit of red tape on it. You've got to use black tape.
Yeah.
Because you'll be surprised how well that infrared goes through what looks like opaque stuff.
Interesting.
I use black electrical tape.
That's about the only thing that will do it. Even I tried it with the dark red electrical tape, didn't work.
Oh, yeah?
A bit of black and nasty.
Yeah.
That's what we used to call it in the military. Black tape. Bit of black and nasty. Because what you do is you put it around your webbing. Hold it all together. Sorry, your webbing is those set of pouches that go around here. And you put all stuff in there like Mars bars and snacks.
Well, if you cover up the fueling sensor, you can't refuel. So just make sure you understand that.
Here's another question.
Well, it says refueling, but you can once you cover up that sensor, that car won't read, so it won't fuel. So anyway,
crossover.
Can I use my Carrera digital crossovers on a totally Carrera analog track?
you can. It doesn't
Yes,
do
you
anything.
can, but not the single lane changes that go round a corner.
Yeah, because they have jumpers.
Yeah.
You'll short your track out if you use those. The other ones you can use, but as Dave Kennedy and various people will say, there's no guarantee it won't blow up. It shouldn't.
Well, it shouldn't because there's no jumpers. The only reason that curved lane has a jump, it's over-engineered by Carrera to have the jumper.
Yeah, you don't need it. You can take the curved one out, can't you?
Yeah, that's what we do. Just when the OmniSlot blocks, you just pull out the jumpers, and that the lane change still works. So
Awesome. I think this is the follow-up for the reason if he wants to try, Cool with K wants to try that thing with their sensors.
okay.
So cool. And then Daz.
Yeah, Pete, when are you gonna get up on your Carrera knowledge?
Well, I've got
Yeah,
possibly this week.
yeah.
Yeah, I got I've got to do a review. I had the review done, but it was nicked with my camera. So it's just like coming back to, when it's like redoing something, it feels really hard to get back onto, because when you've done something and then to go and redo it, it's like just getting over that stumbling block where you think you need to be on the next project, and the next project is come back to something you've already done to do it. I just didn't have the other thing of took priority, like lights in the tunnels on my wood routed track, or cutting down bits of wood for scenery. But as I've got a whole week off with 3 whole bank holidays and a birthday in there, 4 non-obligatory days, even around holiday days, I reckon I've got a good skin in the game to get it done. The other thing is space, is commandeering the space to do it, to set it up. Every big table surface I have is covered in track. And the only available surface I've got is the living room floor, where Mrs. Brown tends to sit and watch the TV or mind-numbing reality TV. And I can't, and I've got a window of about an hour and a half in the evening when she's in bed, but then the light is shocking because we have a relaxed ambience in the front room rather than looking into that. You can see the camera's working its butt off now to try and recalibrate itself. So yeah, I've got a window and get to that stage of day, like I'm like this. I'm just a little bit less like this at that time of the day. Which is why I don't do an evening show. Yeah. Well, we've chatted when it's late at night, and I'm like this late at night anyway. So there it is. But anyway, right. I think we've got projects to do. I think people have got shopping to do. So for just a couple of things. Lastly, thank you, Rahul, for joining me from the outset. Dave, lovely to have your company, mate. Really
Pleasure.
Good 3-way. I think this would make a really good after hours live stream. I think I might talk to you guys about that. See us in a different light, because that's could be interesting. We're gonna have to watch ourselves on that. Even on that, we'd have to watch ourselves. If you're enjoying what you've seen here, the Sunday Slot Car Sessions, me, Pete, with Rahul, with Dave at Slotar and Conquest Racing Club, do hit the likes because it gets the audience pushed out to more people in slot car hobby, and we can grow our hobby and the channels and get more things coming through. Interest, little things like, I tell you, I digress from my goodbye, but if there wasn't a demand, people like Benjamin wouldn't make things like this for the slot car hobby. So the more people get involved, the more interesting things come out. Love it. So subscribe, share, like, do what you have to do. And on that note, guys, I wish you all, don't pop off, boys, stay on the stream a sec. I wish you all a very, very, very Merry Christmas indeed. And I'll see you on New Year's Eve next week for the roundup of the year and I look forward to the year ahead. It's going to be magnificent.